even as a Tottenham fan, I'm fed up of this narrative towards Arsenal and Arteta in how a title should be won or how a team should be playing who are top of the table. Look, I don't think it's an agenda against Arsenal. I just think it's anyone who's up there, and it was Pep Guardiola, and it's boring, he sucked the life out of football, Man City are dominating car, football's so crap. We'll always have this argument. And unless it's our team at the top, there's always a problem, right? The thing is with Arteta Arsenal, only time will tell now. I think this is the make or break season, right? Whether you look at Arteta as a success or failure, that depends on whether you're going against the objective, which for Arsenal probably it's got to be to win the league, right? Or that he's laid the foundations for whoever comes in next to go to that next level. Who knows? But only time will tell. I think in punditry, in fan culture, especially online, we just talk for the sake of talking. So of course, we want to find any way we can to discredit what Arteta is doing at Arsenal. It may not be pretty, right? It may not be easy on the eye, but you've got to look and you can't just judge the fact that, it's just because everyone else is so bad. I actually would argue everyone else is so good. And it's forcing your hand in some respects where the closeness in quality in terms of individual players is in my eyes, closer than ever across the Premier League. So you're having to find ways that you can beat teams. And if that's via set pieces, it's not exciting, but it might be the way that it has to be done just to get something over the line to then build from there in terms of a title. Right, but I think we're looking at it from a purist perspective. And of course, it's easy to look at that and go, they're just slipping up. And of course, the other teams are so crap. That's why Arsenal are winning it. It isn't always the way we want it to be. Look at Tottenham. Getting lauded under Postecoglou for 9 or 10 games, right? And look, we won a trophy. So surely it was the great football. And no, it wasn't. The great football didn't lead to the trophy, right? We won the trophy, the Europa League, because of an absolute backs-to-wall gritty performance in which the stats don't lie. It really was that bad. But we won. And nobody now cares about that because it's in the history books. And this is the thing. Talk at the end of the season, right? Judge Arteta at the end of the season. Then we can look at Gyökeres. Was that signing, was he really a bad player? Did Arteta just not get the best out of him? Does he have something to offer, just not in Arteta's system? So was that an Arteta mistake? Look, you can ask these questions when all is said and done. Yeah, but I think just as in punditry, football fan culture online, it's just constantly about talking for the sake of talking. And I don't think it's an agenda specifically against Arsenal. I just think it's anyone who is up there, we're looking for ways to just tear them down. And in this instance, because there's not many other teams to tear down, it seems to be Arsenal, the team that are in the firing line.